After this video, I don't think you're ever going to look at confidence the same way again. Not the way you've been looking at it your whole life. So let's set the scene, and I want you to actually picture this with me, not just skim past it. Imagine you're rich. A Rolex on your wrist, catching the light every time you move your hand. A Lamborghini sitting in the driveway like it owns the street. A body you've clearly put work into, muscle under every sleeve. Expensive clothes that fit exactly right. Basically, everything you'd ever want sitting quietly in your name as an asset. Now, you're on a date. Not a first date. You've been seeing this girl for a while now, and tonight is going the way all the good nights go. Everything is clicking. The conversation stretches out easily, one topic sliding into the next without either of you forcing it. Your laughter is the kind that spills over, loud enough that it makes the people at the next table smile too, even though they have no idea what's funny. And everyone around you is a little jealous. You can feel it. People are looking over thinking, lucky her, having a man like that. Okay, now flip the whole picture. This time imagine you're just a regular guy. Normal clothes, nothing designer about them. An ordinary car, nothing that turns heads in a parking lot. And $30, that's it. $30 sitting in your bank account. Same girl, same kind of night. You've been on a few dates by now, and once again, everything is going well. The laughter between you gets louder, not quieter, and once again, the people around you are jealous. Same reaction, same energy in the room. But then, the bill comes. In the first scenario, the Rolex, the Lambo, all of it, you brought the wrong card out with you. $17 left on it. Max. The good card, the one that could actually cover a night like this, is sitting at home on your dresser, and you feel it happen in real time. The smile fades off your face. Your voice starts to stutter over words that used to come out smooth. Your eyes drift away from her, like they're looking for somewhere else to be. Meanwhile, the waiter is standing there, waiting. And you're just staring down at the card in your hand like it's going to change if you look at it long enough. But in the second scenario, the one where you've got $30 to your name and the bill comes out to $60, you look at her completely calm, completely honest, and you just say it, I'm 30 short, would you mind covering it this time? And she says, yes. Happily. No hesitation, no awkwardness, none of it. So what changed? What actually happened there? What's the piece of this you're not seeing yet? You've probably already jumped to one of those quotes you've heard 100 times. Let me just say it out loud for you. If you want confidence, go do hard thing. Build something real. Make your body strong. Keep the promises you make to yourself and stop waiting around for anyone's approval or sympathy. Once you can see the proof of your own success with your own eyes, your confidence becomes bulletproof. And if you don't already know whose line that is on YouTube, that's Andrew Tate's. Now some of that holds up, but not all of it. Not even close to all of it. I think you can already see where this is going, and I'm not going to do that thing where I pretend to catch myself, oh, oops, guess I gave it away. No, not doing that. Here's the actual mistake I keep seeing, over and over in a lot of people. They treat confidence like a product you buy, like it's a feature that unlocks once you've got enough money in your account. And honestly, that's strange to me, because I actually went and learned the real evidence-based side of this. So let's start where you're supposed to start, with an actual definition. Because confidence isn't something you can just conjure up with a burst of motivation and a good playlist. Confidence, in any area, in any situation, only really shows up once there's knowledge behind it, or years of lived experience backing it up. Usually it's built the hard way, through actually going through different situations over and over and coming out the other side. But here's the part people skip. If you go in with the right knowledge first, you end up needing to suffer through a lot fewer of those bitter, painful experiences to get there. And I'll make you a promise. By the end of this video, and the rest of the videos in this development playlist, you're going to be completely done needing those cheesy, hollow motivational clips to feel anything. Now, here's something you need to actually understand. Confidence isn't one single thing. It splits into two distinct types. 1, general confidence. 2, specific confidence. General confidence is the one that shows up everywhere in your life, in every kind of situation, and makes all of it easier to get through. A work conversation? Covered. Keeping a date with someone you like moving in the right direction? Covered. Talking to your own parents in a completely different way than you used to? Covered too. All of it. Every single one of those situations gets easier, and you walk away from the conversation with a better outcome than you would have otherwise. So, what actually is general confidence? I'm going to give you the simplest explanation I've ever heard. This came from a friend of mine who studies psychology, and it stuck with me because it's so easy to picture. Imagine two islands. On the first island, the trees grow fruit like personality traits, limited behaviors, raw emotion, logic, even pure instinct. And you have no choice but to feed off these trees just to survive. That's it. That's all there is to eat. But on the second island, the trees are different. Their fruit is maturity, humor, the ability to open up a conversation with anyone, body language that actually works for you instead of against you, and a whole forest of other trees just like them. And here's the thing. There's only one way to get from the first island to the second. You have to build a bridge. And that bridge is called confidence. It's not easy to build, but you need it. And it gets built the moment you understand the right definitions laid out correctly one after another. Specific confidence, on the other hand, is much simpler. About 99.9% of the time, it comes down to one particular skill. Football. Being good with your hands, fixing things, mechanics, surfing, painting, yoga, any sport really, and plenty of other things besides. Let me tell you something that actually happened. There's this routine I have. Every evening around 6, I head to the gym, about 15 kilometers, same route every time. But one particular day, I had other plans. That was the day I was finally going to break my diet, because I was craving something genuinely delicious, and I hadn't let myself have it in a long time. So after ages of holding off, I walked into a restaurant. And sitting there was a guy and a girl, clearly on a date, having dinner together. And for about 20 straight minutes, all he talked about was basketball. He didn't ask her a single question about herself. He didn't make any real effort to get to know her. He didn't even seem to notice that she was bored out of her mind sitting across from him. So hold on to this, because it matters. Whatever skill you happen to have might strengthen that bridge of confidence a little bit. It might add some support to it. But it is never, under any circumstances, a full substitute for actual confidence. And maybe that's exactly why so many footballers struggle in their relationships, because on their dates, they'll spend a solid 15 minutes explaining the offside rule. Now, whatever age you are watching this, hear the uncomfortable truth. Without actually doing the work on yourself, the results you already want in life don't just multiply on their own. They don't show up automatically just because you sat back and waited. But here's something you should know. There's a phrase that gets repeated by basically everybody who's ever tried to sound wise. Whatever goes into your mind is exactly what comes back out of it. And that's not entirely true, but it's not entirely false either. Because if I turn to you right now and say, if you want confidence, go do hard things, build a real achievement, make your body strong, that's an easy thing for me to say. Genuinely, ridiculously easy. But the actual effect that has on you, that can be pretty ugly. Because I've just told you with zero context and zero explanation that you need to have a great body or a great skill. Full stop. No nuance. And what happens next is that every small win you have stops feeling like progress and starts feeling like torture. Instead of becoming jet fuel that pushes you toward the next achievement, it becomes another reminder of how far you still have to go. And here's something worth sitting with. It takes several thousand ants working together to build a single colony. Not one heroic ant doing it alone. It's all of your small achievements, stacked one on top of the other, that eventually add up to that one big achievement you're chasing. A good body isn't just a six-pack. A complete, genuinely strong body is the result of maybe 5 years of daily effort and a long line of small wins nobody else even noticed. Let me actually use myself as the example here, since I've got a story that fits perfectly. I was talking to a friend about my channel, and he told me, flat out, that my channel was a mess. Because apparently I should have been monetized starting with my very first video. And you know what? Maybe he wasn't wrong. Because yeah, some people manage to pull that off. but they're the rare exception, not the rule. What that take completely ignores, though, is that maybe I actually have something worth saying in this specific subject. But I'm still fairly new to the whole world of making YouTube videos. If you want proof, stick around to the end of this video, because you can go watch my very first one. This video you're watching right now is essentially a rebuild of that same idea. And none of this change happened overnight. Not in a single sitting. It came after weeks of rewriting, cutting things out, rewriting it all over again, and yes, plenty of mistakes along the way. And the videos after this one will probably keep getting better too. Not because I'm suddenly going to wake up a genius one morning, but because every single video becomes the foundation the next one gets built on. So up to this point, I've walked you through what this bridge of confidence actually looks like, how it's constructed. But now, I want to tell you something else. Something that's a warning first, and only becomes a reinforcement second. Money. Being able to earn it yourself, to no longer need the allowance your dad transfers into your account every month, that genuinely does give you real confidence. Once you've made it across to that second island, you're allowed to use money as a reinforcement, something that strengthens the bridge further. But you should never, ever use money as the material you build the bridge out of in the first place. Because the real bridge is built from your internal qualities. The things that are basically indestructible once they're built on the right beliefs and the right boundaries. But if the foundation of your bridge was made out of money instead, all it takes is pulling out the wrong card on a date, and instead of a few $1,000s behind it, you've got exactly $17. And in that moment, sure, maybe only a small crack forms in the bridge, but you'll spend the next several weeks, every single night, treating that one small crack like a warship just came through and leveled the entire structure. So at this point, we understand how the bridge itself gets built. But you also need to understand why you're building it in the first place. What's actually waiting on the other side that makes all this effort worth it? Let me just say it. Even though I know it might sound like a cliché, I'm saying it anyway because it happens to be true, and it's backed by real understanding. This is something that changes your life permanently. Being able to start a conversation with anyone. Genuine humor. Body language that works for you. The ability to actually control your emotions instead of being controlled by them. All of it adds up to the moment your own parents look at you mid-conversation and think, when did this kid change so much? But wait, don't get comfortable yet, because this isn't where it ends. All I've told you so far is that you built the bridge. You still haven't tasted a single one of the fruits waiting for you on that second island. You don't even know yet which fruit belongs to which tree. For example, on a date, you might reach for the fruits of easy conversation and humor at the same time, using them together. But in a job interview, you might be able to talk just fine, and then one small, poorly timed joke ends up ruining the entire thing. You can take the fruits of that island and combine them into something genuinely great, like a well-made dish. Or if you're not careful, all that effort you put in only gets you as far as building the bridge itself and nothing further. Actually, let me add one more thing here. Earlier, I said something and you probably brushed right past it without thinking twice. I didn't. I said knowledge can reduce the bitter experiences you go through on this path. Not eliminate them, reduce them. Even I, personally, am not particularly good yet at cooking with the fruits from this island. I've still got several more years of work ahead of me before I really master it. Which means you, just like me, probably have a long road ahead too. Learning how to actually use these fruits and put together your own recipes with them. Though I'll say this much, if you play it a little smart, you might actually end up passing me. I just happened to start earlier than you. It's not exactly fair that I got that head start, but life was never obligated to play fair with you in the first place. The next video is going to be about comparing what actually strengthens that confidence bridge versus what quietly destroys it. Maybe you'll end up convincing me there's something even more important than that comparison video, something that needs to be said sooner.